Good afternoon, everyone. I call to order the regular meeting, April 14th, 2025, the City of New Ulm Park and Rec Commission meeting. Let's start with a roll call. If all commissioners and staff could introduce themselves. Cheryl, we'll start with you this time.
Cheryl Corman, staff.
Jensen, Commissioner.
Kurt Johnson, Commissioner.
Commissioner.
Carissa Bugler, Commissioner.
Dave Christian.
Bev Lunenberg, Commissioner.
Jeff Golden, Commissioner.
Joey Schugel, staff.
Excellent. Welcome, everyone. Appreciate you being here today. Let's move on to agenda item number 3, approval of the agenda. Looking to approve or amend and approve the agenda for the regular Park and Rec Commission meeting on today, April 14th, 2025. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Same sign. Motion has carried. Approval of the minutes. Moving on to agenda item number 4. The minutes were included in your packet from our last meeting on March 10th, 2025. Looking for a motion to approve.
So moved.
Foreman.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of the minutes from March 10th, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion has carried. Moving on to agenda item number 5, the City Council meeting recap. Director Schugel.
Thank you, Chair Bugler. Commissioners, a few items to go over for that in March. March 18th at our regular meeting, the City Council accepted the Prairie Lakes Regional Arts Grant, and that again was for concerts in the park. At that same March 18th meeting, the City Council authorized staff to execute the contract for the master plan, who again was ISG. And then at the April 1st meeting, the only Park and Rec related business was surplus items on the consent agenda.
Okay, very good. Any questions for Director Schugel on the City Council recap? If none, I'll look for a motion to receive and order filed the City Council past action report.
So move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Same sign. Motion has carried. Moving on to agenda item number 6, old business, the comprehensive master plan update. Director Schugel.
Thank you, Chair Bugler. Commissioners, going forward, we'll see master plan updates now on old business at our meetings. Excited to say we have a kickoff meeting with ISG with staff scheduled for April 15th. At that meeting, that will include ISG meeting with staff to go over our Park and Rec overall system and then do multiple site visits as long as they're here. They'll have numerous staff down. That's going to be a 2-day process for them, 1 day for staff. With that, though, we will then narrow down more of a schedule that we'll provide with all of you, I anticipate in March, of what the schedule for the next year, what that master plan project looks like, and then outlining those opportunities for participation. So if you remember from the original selection process and the proposal, there are 2 meetings that the consultant will be with this commission on, and then multiple opportunities to, again, to participate if there is a desire from this commission, whether on your own or as a representative of the commission, as a community member or not. So a lot more to come over the next few months with our master plan project.
Exciting progress. Any questions for Director Schugel? Otherwise, I would look for a motion to receive and order filed the Park and Rec master plan update.
So moved.
Good motion.
Second.
Second.
We have motions and seconded. Lots of support for that. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Same sign. Motion has carried. Moving on to agenda item number 7, new business, 7.1 Park and Rec donations. Several generous donations there.
Chair Bugler, Commissioners, yes, multiple donations this month. The first one being for 80% of the Rec on the Go program from New Ulm Public Schools through the Community Education Department in the amount of $6,400. The Rec on the Go program is the free program that goes throughout the community, especially in the summer months. We do have a new schedule out this summer with some updated times and locations. So a lot of advertising will be going out on that program as we lead into summer. We have a donation from Dan Bernick for the Friends of German Park in memory of Joni Schugel for $25. The Isaac Walton League has 2 donations, one for the Pollinator Park for $2,000 for educational supplies and plantings and materials for the Pollinator Park, and the archery range out on the south end of town near Kraft Foods for new archery bales targets. So wanted to thank all of those donors for that and the amount of $11,425.
Very generous. Nice to see a mix of helping us expand our programming in the community, but also improving the facilities or the services that we offer as well. So nice mix. Any questions for Director Schugel on those donations? If none, we'll looking for a motion then. Director Schugel, a motion to recommend to the City Council that they offer a resolution and waive the reading to accept the donations that Director Schugel just shared that are offered to the City of New Ulm through Park and Rec for those identified purposes. Do we have a motion?
Make a motion.
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Same sign. Motion has carried. Moving on to agenda item 7.2, the BMX request for temporary camping.
Chair Bugler, Commissioners, this request usually comes once or twice a year for those of you who've been on this commission, and it's for temporary camping. And the reason this request comes before you is due to within the city ordinance, there is no camping in parks unless they receive approval from this commission and the city council ultimately. So this request is for their state qualifier. The River Valley BMX Club does host a state qualifier every year. This year it's a little bit earlier than normal. So that's going to happen on Thursday, March 29th, Friday, March 30th, Saturday, March 31st, and then into Sunday, June 1st. And the BMX Club is asking to authorize for temporary camping in the South German Park area, traditionally known as kind of the snow dump area, but has provided a nice option for those families traveling from far who potentially want to have an option to camp there. There is water provided at the BMX track, and they would have to follow any rules or regulations around recreational fires at that time. And the police department is always notified of these requests as well, so they're prepared in case of any issues overnight.
I see they requested just 5, or is that what you suggested?
Yes, that's the max they can request for that. And generally, they do see this option used by some families. It's not, the park is not filled up with campers. There are other options for accommodations in the community, Flanders State Park, our hotels and motels, and so this is just an additional option for that the BMX Club is requesting.
Are there fires? I mean, is there like a fire rings or something? So
They would have to provide their own
Okay.
for that, yes. And if we're on a no burn time of year, then they are not allowed to do that. So, and our BMX club is really good at providing them with the information they need, and they've been doing this for years. There's been no issues with camping in the past in South German Park.
One question, BMX track related. Do you know if they're going to have the renovations done or not?
Great question. So my goal is for them to come and talk about that process in the next month or two.
Okay.
We're shooting for a fall. So they're going to do race season this year with the
fall.
track. Yes. So the project was always slated for the fall, just so they can get their normal racing season in.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'll motion to forward to council for approval.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion has carried. Moving on to agenda item number 8, reports from commissioner and staff. 8.1, commissioner reports. Are there any commissioner reports to share today? All right, hearing none, we'll move on to agenda item 8.2, Department Activity Report. Director Schugel.
Chair Bugler, Commissioners, I do want to highlight a variety of things that went on in March. Our maintenance staff approved a variety of contracts for the upcoming summer season. Those contracts included engineer wood fiber for our playgrounds, ball field materials, supplies, picnic tables to continue to upgrade to aluminum throughout the season and phase out our wood picnic tables, and then resurfacing of Washington tennis courts and doing a hybrid tennis and pickleball option with pickleball stripes within those 2 tennis courts. Additionally, the Civic Center was a very busy place in March. Really great to have a facility like that in the community, highlighted by the state Bantam hockey tournament that had rave reviews from the participants there, and Minnesota Hockey, which had the best 13 and 14-year-old hockey players in the state at that event, and really good economic impact on our community hosting that tournament. Additionally, the New Ulm Figure Skating Club presented their spring show, and then it was show season where we had the farm show, camper show and home show, and the career expo in there. So really busy times. Since then, we do have ice on the north side now at the Civic Center. Additionally, program related, so staff is busy getting ready for summer programming, so that entails summer hiring. Been busy interviewing staff and had really good amount of applicants and really a lot of returning staff too. So it was a really competitive process, and happy to say we also certified 6 new lifeguards, which is very important as well. So,
That's
any
great.
questions on the report in March?
Hear no question, I'll look for a motion to accept and file the Park and Rec Department Activity Report for March of 2025.
So move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Same sign. Motion has carried. Moving on to agenda item 8.3, the staff report. Director Schugel.
Chair Bugler, Commissioners, a few items to present to you today. Spring season is here, so high school and middle school softball and baseball seasons are underway using our city facilities at both Harmon Park, North Park, and Johnson and Miller Parks to host those teams this spring. Park facilities, restrooms, we always put a May 1st opening date on restrooms. Depending, it's weather dependent, so there, if temps continue to be in a good forecast, we potentially will open those earlier, but that's when our portables come into parks as well, and then our fixed facilities are open daily for use. We've been seeing a lot of use, especially like this last weekend, so just at those times, people have to be prepared without restrooms at the time with our fluctuating temps. Most of our fixed facilities are not heated, so that's why we wait on that. Spring tree order is in process, and we should see over 30 plantings put in the ground in the next 2 weeks. So focusing on the areas that saw a lot of removal. So Washington Park, Nels Park has saw the most removal, so there'll be a lot of plantings in those areas and additional areas supplemented with that. And summer program registration did open on April 9th, so that has been busy. Some new programming this summer, as well as a lot of the old favorites. So excited to get that underway. And then this coming weekend, if anyone out there is watching this before April 18th and 19th, there are 2 large Easter events that our department has traditionally put on. One being on Friday, April 18th, is the Easter egg hunt in the pool. And then on Saturday, April 19th, is the Easter egg hunt in the park, weather permitting. And this year, new location, Harmon Park, will be used. So Harmon Park has not been used before, but that is a good location with those bathrooms are heated there. So one of the reasons, and a lot of open space for kids to roam. So looking forward to those.
I have a question. Are you making provisions to water the trees at some point?
Yes, great question, Commissioner Johnson. So anytime we do have plantings, our crews do water throughout the whole season. Yes. So you'll see at times some trees will have bags on that watering. Some will not have bags on. That doesn't mean those that don't have bags aren't watered as well.
Thank you.
Any other questions for Director Schugel? Hearing no questions, I'll look for a motion to accept and file the Park and Rec Department staff report.
I'll second.
A motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Same sign. Motion has carried. The date of our next meeting will be Monday, May 12th of 2025 at 4 p.m. in this room. Is there any further business? Hearing none, I'll declare the meeting adjourned. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Carissa.